see you. So we got our TikTok family in the building as well. Yes, okay, we got some Southerners in the building. Hey, Florida in the building. And so I decided to bring in my Facebook family as I teach here on TikTok and share what I know for sure. So if you're joining me for the first time, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie to Risha. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me, all the newbies. And then, of course, if you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag 2 people or share the broadcast, you and I just became besties, girl. We best friends. I see you. We're besties at this point. And so, yes, it's good to have an audience. Yes, it's good. So I appreciate your presence. And hopefully, I know you're going to learn something today. So that's a good thing. We're going to learn today. You know what Kevin Hart says? We're going to learn today. Let me just tell you, if you have a small business, particularly if you're in network marketing, direct sales, you're thinking about a business like that. You know, I just believe whatever you focus on expands. You better write that down. So I'm Jerusha. I am a business coach over 18 years. I've been an entrepreneur, so I know a thing or two. Speaker, of course, radio and television is my background. My degrees are in communications and public relations. Love the industry, hated the hours after I had my first son. So I started a home-based business. I did very well. I'm one of the people that went to the top of the company. Then recently transitioned to an online business where I promoted myself 100% using social media. And so I help people build their businesses online and offline. And so I am developing 100 new business partners. I've trained thousands over the years, but today we are helping 100 families, changing 100 lives, helping 100 people earn $100,000 doing what I do. So if you want to learn more about the 100, put 100 in the chat, put 100 in the chat. And so I'm so grateful that we are now getting educated as people. There are many opportunities awaiting for us. There are many things that are available for us, but we've got to make sure that we get educated. And so what I'm going to do is if you put 100, I'm going to get you educated first. Then you and I can have a conversation and see if it's a fit or not. My job is to share the love. My job is to tell you it's possible for you to have residual income. It's possible for you to create passive income. It's possible for you to be debt-free. It's possible for you to have financial freedom. It's possible for you to travel the world. It's possible. So that's my job. And so hopefully, right, you get educated. And so if you're in network marketing and direct sales, that is a skill-based business. Anybody can learn a skill. If I could teach you, could you learn? Yes, yes. So anybody can learn a skill. And it's the best improvement program available. A lot of people that are super successful that you know, like your Tony Robbins and all of these people, Robert Kiyosaki, they love network marketing. They've done businesses like that. And then they went on to create their own businesses. It is definitely something that's going to teach you how to build any type of business. Oh, I got a newbie in the building. Okay, I got a newbie in the building. And so what I need you to do, first of all, I need you to relieve any stress that you might have and relax and understand everything's on purpose, right? So we got to find the good in everything that happens, even when we're sad, because I get sad too. People don't understand just because they're like, you have so much energy. Yes. One, I take this liquid collagen. And 2, I get excited. I make myself get excited every day. I'm not motivated every day. I get motivated every day. I'm inspired every day. And so I think there's a difference. And so I need you to find stress relievers so you can continue to focus on your long-term goal. So entrepreneurs are being developed right now, okay? Entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs using AI, using ChatGPT are being developed right now. There are so many tools available for us. Now, did I say it was easy? No, I didn't say it was easy, but I tell you it's going to be worth it. So did you know the most effective stress relief strategies are exercising? So the first thing is I exercise, I drink water, and I take this liquid collagen. I also do the ginger, the turmeric, the lemon, and the cucumbers. I blend it together, and I drink a shot every morning. So you got to come up with a routine. Playing sports is a great stress reliever. Praying, attending, services and reading and listening to music, right? Spending time with your family, which is the best thing I love to do. How many family-oriented people in the building? Me. I love to spend time with my mom and my dad and my sisters and laugh like I have never laughed before. Yes, getting massages, all of those things. And did you know the least effective strategies are things that most of us probably do is shopping when you don't really have the money, you're already depressed. drinking, smoking, eating unnecessary foods, right? Playing games on the internet, on TikTok all day long. Those things actually depress you. They're least effective stress relievers, okay? And so based on those things, how do you try to relieve stress? How do you reduce your stress? Put it in the chat. How do you say, okay, I got to reduce all of the stress? Me, I listen to music, I dance, and I talk to myself. I'm my biggest cheerleader. Nobody cheering me on. I am my biggest cheerleader. Yes. So I like to dance. And, I'm a part of a dance group. Now, I ain't say I could dance. I said I like to dance. I like to do that. I like to exercise when I feel like it. I like to move. I like to be out in nature. I like all of those things. So what do you do to relieve your stress? Okay. So do you lean toward the effective strategies like exercising, playing a sport, or let's be honest, or do you tend to go after the ineffective stress relievers? Like, I'm just going to keep on scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm a part of the infinite scroll hole. And actually, it's not helping you get closer to the goal. Okay. And this is the thing. Real stress relievers enhance your brain chemicals like serotonin, right? Write this down. So did you know serotonin is a neurotransmitter? So it tells the brain to get up, get hyped, be excited, be energetic. That's what that is. And this is what they give people that are depressed. They give them a boost of serotonin. So it's responsible for maintaining your mood balance, right? And if you don't have enough serotonin, it leads to depression. And so that's why you got to find things that get you excited, get you motivated. And so we forget about effective strategies. We forget about effective strategies, not because they don't work, but because when we're stressed, our brain persistently mispredict what makes us happy. And we think watching TV makes us happy when it doesn't actually, right? It's just passing time. But if you were to build your business, if you were to learn a skill, right, to make more money, that will get you excited because you're depressed about what you don't have, which you can get it if you learn a skill. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Now, a lot of things that I didn't understand, I built my first business initially offline. So I'm a queen at that offline strategy. Coming online, it was different for me. And so I didn't necessarily like coming on social media, but I needed to come on social media, right? And so getting contacts online is different from getting contacts offline. So learning how to talk to people, learning how to come live, learning the TikTok strategies, the algorithm, all those things are different. But it made me happy that I know how to do them now. And so we've got to choose things that are going to help us in the long term. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Yes or yes, Jerosha. So anyone can give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to give up. But I need you to keep on going. Quitting is not an option. You can be successful using these AI tools. I am going to tell you, it's going to take a lot of work from you. I think most people don't want to work. Success, write this down. Success comes with a work attitude and a work uniform. Say, Jerusha said, success comes with the work attitude and a work uniform. Baby, let me just tell you, like I tell my young boys, you're going to work for it, right? You are going to work for it. But listen, nobody can take it from you once you got it. Once you get a skill, once you learn something, nobody can take that from you. It's yours. And so I'm just going to tell you, and I help you tonight as much as I can on really marketing and branding yourself. So that's what we're going to discuss. I see your question. Hold on. We're going to talk about the marketing and branding. I'm also going to tell you, I also love this liquid collagen. So if you're not taking a collagen, I'm just going to tell you, you do need one. It doesn't have to be the one that I love, but I'm going to just tell you, you need one. So the next time you look it up, Google it, talk to your doctor, whatever, like, should I be taking a collagen? Yes. It's like no one's talking about all the natural things we should be doing, right? Exercising, water, taking vitamins. Those things are not discussed as much. I think, a lot of times they want you to be sick. They want you to be depressed, right? And so you got to self-educate. You got to find out what's going to be best for you and your business and your future. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Okay, good. Now, I need you to learn how to market and brand yourself. Now, many of you, what I see is people are branding if you are in network marketing and direct sales, they're branding their company names. That company is already a $1 billion company, right? Or $1 million company, whatever. You're not. So the brand is you. And I don't know where people went wrong in showing up online. Like I said, when I got online, I had to learn how to market and brand myself. So this is what I know for sure. This is not a theory. These are the things that I've learned that I can share with you easily. Okay. Now, first of all, if you are branding, your brand reputation is important. So when you show up, people should say you're associated with something. When you see the swish sign on a pair of sneakers, it's what? Nike. Just do it. That's a brand. When you see the arch, what is that? McDonald's. Okay. I'm loving it. That's a brand. So when you see you, what is your brand? What comes to mind when you see yours? When you see your name, your face, what comes to mind? So when people see you online, they recognize you for what? Write this down. So if you don't know what your brand is, we got to figure out what the brand is. And so when we see somebody like Oprah, Oprah is the brand, right? And so we see that big O, we're like, that's Oprah. That's why she spelled it backwards. Harpo is Oprah. She's it, baby. Like, I'm the brand, and then Pretty People is my corporation, right? And so you want to make sure that once you start marketing and putting out content, it represents who you are. Somebody gonna write this down. Yes or yes. Put it in the chat for me. It represents who you are. So your brand is your voice. Write that down. Say, Jerusha said, your brand is your voice. Now, the type of content you publish will attract your audience. So there are 3 types of content. Write this down. She said, hold on. Okay, hold on. Get your pen, baby. She said, hold on, Jerusha. I told you you're going to learn today. This is a learning channel. So if you don't want to learn, this might not be the page for you. If you don't want to learn, okay. First, you're going to figure out which social media platform you're most active on, and you have the most growing on, the most followers on. That's probably your number one right now. It doesn't mean don't learn the other ones, like Facebook Reels, love me. Facebook Reels, love me. Then TikTok, right? So it's almost 50,000 on TikTok, but 150,000 on Facebook Reels. And then Instagram is slow to grow, right? That doesn't mean I don't post on Instagram. I'm not live on Instagram. It's just, it's not my first one. I would love for it to be, because I love Instagram. So first of all, we need to figure out your social media platform that loves you the most. Okay. Then number 2, write this down. Your posting schedule. You need to figure out your algorithm for you. Everybody's algorithm is actually different. I know people teach, and I'm not saying they're wrong. I know initially people were teaching post at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m., right? And that might work for some people, but everybody works different hours. A lot of people still work from home, third shift, whatever. And so what I found is I post every morning around 6 a.m. I've been doing that for the last 3 years that I've been on social media. That time works for me. So right around 6 a.m., I do my first post. That's when I get the most engagement. That's when most people see my post. When I post at 11, very few people see the post as opposed to the 6 a.m. because I've been doing that one consistently for the last 3-4 years. So you're going to figure out what's your posting time, a posting schedule. If you don't have a posting schedule, you need one, right? So you're going to figure that out. And then, of course, you can just Google it. It'll tell you. The other thing that's very important, number 3, is the type of content you publish will attract your tribe. My vibe attracts my tribe. So there are 3 types of content. You got the image, which is what I love. You got images out there. I put an image up on my main profile, an image with a quote or, whatever, a picture of me and some type of quote, because it is very eye-catching. A photo, graphics, people stop the scroll. The name of the game is stopping the scroll. Oh, what's this picture? I got you to stop for 3 seconds. The algorithm says, oh, she must like this content. I'm going to show her more of this person's content. That's why you want people to stop the scroll. But you got to be putting out content that makes them stop the scroll. So there are seconds, 3 to 5 seconds. You're staring at it. Oh, The algorithm, it is a computer. It's going to be like, oh, she must like it. I'll show her some more stuff. And so you want to make sure you have great images, that they look good, everything that may interest your followers, right? Number 2 type of content is the videos. Now, videos are the number one way to get in front of more people. You do a video, it get 50, 100, 200, 300 views. You do a still post, a visual, it get 5. So we already know, based on what you see, that videos are the number one way to get in front of more people. So if you're branding yourself, you better get in that video, baby. Now, if you're telling me, Jerusha, I'm scared to get in this video, I'm going to tell you to get over it. I'm going to say, baby, do you want to be a successful entrepreneur in 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026? Okay, well, then I'm going to need to see you on video. I'm going to need to see your beautiful face. I'm going to need to see your personality. I'm going to need to see if you're somebody I want to follow. I need to see if you're somebody I can learn something from. You're somebody that I want to support. I'm going to need to see you, right? You're the brand. And then the third type of content is text, right? So people still text, since you can just text. That's totally fine. Now, number 4 would be the brand's voice. So when people think of you, like I said, your business, what comes to mind? Your brand has a voice. My brand has a voice. Okay. Your brand has a voice. And so you want to make sure, if it doesn't have one, you need to come up with some kind of slogan. You need to come up with some colors, because on Instagram, you see the people who have their Instagram pages like, so perfectly done. It's one picture, then 3 quotes, and then one picture and 3 quotes. That's kind of their style. That's their brand. That's what that is. And so every time I go live, I say, hello, pretty people. So I got pretty people gear, pretty people merchandise. I am always calling everybody a part of the Pretty People organization, right? And so when I go out, people are like, you're the pretty people. I saw you on social media. Are you the lady that says? So you got to figure out what's going to work best for you. But let me just tell you this, be creative. It could be like a jingle. It could be anything like that. So figure it out and just create a powerful brand persona, right? That embodies your mission to inspire everyone, right? So I just think that's important. Number 5, I said this last night, so I don't know if you were here last night. The information on your profile also represents the brand. Okay, so go look at your profile. Do you like it? If you don't like it, change it. Okay, that information in your profile represents the brand. It's your resume to the world. It's the first place people are going to go to check you out. Not only do they see you on a TikTok or Instagram, they go to Facebook, they go to your YouTube, whatever you have. They're trying to see the person. So if it's not a good representation, then you need to change it. If you're not proud of it, you need to change it. And so I think it's important. And then just understand, some people are just not going to like you. Some people are just going to criticize everything. So don't worry about that, because those are not your people. And so we worry about the people that's not our people. I've always known, my mother always said to me, she said, Jerusha, you know what? Everybody is not your people. Everybody is not going to like you. Okay. You're going to do some great things, but everybody's not your people. And so I've learned to accept, those people aren't my people. And that's okay. So when you change your image, you change your profile, you change the way that you're putting out content, you start to really brand yourself. Don't worry about those people. Yeah, just go identify your target audience, because there are millions of dollars for everyone. There's no shortage of money. There's no shortage of people. None of that is true. So business is about sowing seeds. And so if you sow sparingly, you're going to reap sparingly. If you sow generously, you're going to reap generously. So that means you got to give of yourself, give from your soul. When you come online, people actually want your authentic self. People want to know who they're doing business with. People actually, they do. And so I know it's scary, but I challenge you tonight. I challenge you to do it anyway. It's your time to go forward. Everything points straight, right? You put your car in drive to go forward. You don't drive in reverse. Oh, I'm going somewhere. No, you don't do that, right? You don't drive backwards. You drive forward. Your nose is in the front. Your eyes is in the front. Your mouth is in the front. It's not in the back. So stop looking back there. Girl, what you did yesterday in the back. Stop looking back there. Everything you want is right in front of you. Everything you want is right in front of you. It's in arm's reach. You can have it all. And so I am that person that believes if you put in the time, the sweat, the equity, everything, I believe anybody can do it. Will most people do it? Nah. They won't do it. They just won't do it. I don't know. I don't want to believe that it's laziness. I think it's more self-belief. I think they don't believe in themselves more than laziness, because I don't believe that you weren't born lazy. So I don't believe that that's it. I think over time, your experiences, people doubting you, you're doubting yourself, made you believe that you can't do it. That's what I think happened. And so when you are putting out this content, you got to understand people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. And so when you come out and you start being your authentic self and putting out content and posting and sharing the love, whatever it is, just understand you're doing it. Why are you doing it? It's not just for money. People like for money. It's actually not just for money. Like money is a byproduct, right? We need that. But it's actually, if you want to make an impact, you want to change your generational, you want to have generational wealth. You want to help your parents. You want to, make sure your children are well taken care of, send them to college. So it's not just the money. What's the reason behind wanting the money, right? And so I think that's important. So content is anything that adds value to the reader's life. Content builds relationships. Relationships are built on trust, and trust drives revenue. So the first thing we got to work on is the content that you're putting out. That's the number one job. What are you branding? What are you marketing every single day? And so we've got to understand, in this fast-paced society, the only way to win is good content. And I know some people like, I think I'm putting out good content. It was good to me. It was funny to me. And only 5 people saw it. That's happened to everybody. Because a lot of times, is this true? Is this true? What you think is good, you're like, oh, this is going to be so good. This is going to go viral. And then it doesn't. And then you do something else. And then that one does better than the one you thought was good. And you're like, that wasn't even that good. That one that you thought was really good, you put all that time, effort, you recorded it 50 times, right? But the one you didn't take all that time on, because I don't recommend you spend an hour on one piece of video. Like it's literally 15 seconds or 30 seconds, less than a minute for sure. It shouldn't take an hour. I've already done that. And I want to save you time. My hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. When I first got onto TikTok, I was like, how are these people memorizing these words? How are they doing that, right? Now, my background is radio and television. I've always wanted to be an actress deep down inside. Like, I think I can do it. And so I was like, they learning the lines? Like, how are they learning this? And they're saying it in sync. Now, some people weren't saying it, but most of them were saying it right. So I figured out a way that worked best for me, right? And so I understood, I could write it down because it's not that long, like 30 seconds, 15 seconds. I could write it down so I can see it and read it. Or I could actually use the tool on TikTok and actually change the sentences where it's shorter. And I only record one sentence at a time. And then you edit it all together. That works better for me, right? Instead of me trying to remember 3, 4, 5 lines, messing up. And so that's a whole nother training on how you can do that. I teach that in my course in the 3-day ride. But I can tell you, just learn how to use the tool. You can actually change that, how much you're saying at one time. And that way you have a flawless video. So here's my recommendation. You can do 2 to 3 takes. That's it. If it takes longer than 2 to 3 takes, you need to put that one to the side, come back to that one another time, do a different video. Because that one's wasting time. You're going to be there an hour, hour and a half. Then you're trying to edit it. You're trying to put the letters and the words and the colors. And now it's 5 hours. And you got one piece of content. That is a waste of time. And so I want to make sure you don't do that. And so, yes. And so let me just tell you what's good content. Write this down. What is content? A pretty person is putting this in the chat for me on Facebook and TikTok. What is content, Jerusha? How do I brand myself with good content, Jerusha? Here we go. Every post is actually considered content. Every status. So if I'm a business coach and speaker, right? So if I'm developing 100 new entrepreneurs, and so if my status change, right, I can post that. That's content. Every meme, every live is a content. Every Facebook, every Instagram, every story, every blog, every video, it's all considered content. But the part that's different is you got to create it that it fits your brand. So the part, what most people miss is they're not creating. And I know you're going to say, I'm not creative. I don't think I'm creative either. So what I do is, here's a business tip. I look at other people and get inspired and say, I can change it and make it more Jerusha. I can change it and make it more my personality that fits my pretty people brand. Oh, I can change it. So I do get inspired by what others have already done. That's what you can do. Unless you know how to create original content, then do that. And so that's really not my lane. That's really not my lane. And so I don't think I'm that creative either. And so I just would tell you, when you see content that you love, save it, save it, save it, save it. Now, when you're ready to do your videos to brand yourself, then you're going to turn it around, make sure your brand staple is on it, right? And so that's important, even in your caption, even in your hashtags. So I hashtag pretty people. So I hashtag it, right? And so whatever yours is, it's so much selling. Well, people trying to sell, they ain't selling. It's so many people trying to just sell, instead of making sure they're being social. The people that are more social on social media make the most money. The people, they become influencers, right? Because they're social with people. They see you. They interact on your page. They love on your page. They made the connection. They shout out your name. They shout out your city. They actually pay attention to who's following me. Oh, you're following me? Let me go to your page. I want to follow you too. They're doing things like that. And so that's building that relationship, building that rapport, building that brand. That's what that's doing. But most people are just I'm just going to sell my t-shirts, and I'm just going to sell my mugs, and I'm just going to sell And then they get discouraged really fast. Because it's not the way you go about doing it. What you want to do is sell yourself. Every time, sell yourself, because people write this down. People buy you before they buy your product, your service, your opportunity. Jerusha. People buy you before they buy your product, your service, your opportunity. They're buying the person. They like the person. They like what the person is giving them, how the person makes them feel. You go to Chick-fil-A because it makes you feel good. Better than other restaurants that I'm not going to say with the arch, right? And so you want to make sure that you're making people feel good on this app, because people are depressed. They're coming to the app to relax, to laugh, and you need to be a part of that. You got to get your pie, baby, get your inheritance. So yes, that content is important. You're all content creators. So when people have digital creators, content creators, we're all content creators because we're putting out content. Now, I don't know how good it is, but we're all creators. Content is king. Great content is the best sales tool in the world. Bill Gates said it best. Content is king. Two main reasons: attention and answers. The only reason you're probably watching, I got your attention, or I'm giving you answers. That's the only reason. And that's okay. I love you. Okay. So two main reasons: attention and answers. By providing answers, you're able to attract and convert more of your target audience and make more money. Your people. To getting people attention, they start to follow. You got their attention, however you got it. And so you are attracting those people. Yes, baby. Yes. I appreciate you too. So we're going to talk about this liquid collagen. Was this helpful? Yes or yes? Yes. She said this was helpful to me. And so she said, I don't think I'm creative. I don't think I'm creative either. We beat up ourselves. We're like the worst. And I don't think I'm creative. That's my answer, is go find other people that are super creative, get inspired, and then create your content based on that. That's what you need to do. So I wouldn't spend hours like, I need to be original. I need to be original. I wouldn't do that. That's a waste of time. It's so many other people that's their niche. That's their thing. They're good like that. And so I would just make sure I go to those pages, follow those pages, love on those pages. Make sure sometimes you tag those people, especially, you want to give them kudos every now and then, especially if they have a great following. You want to make sure you recognize that person. Yes. So yeah, but I wouldn't look into, being that original in terms of the content, because there's so much out here that you can actually recreate. Girl, you better not worry about them haters. She said, people don't like my content. No, you better stop saying that. You haven't found the right people yet. People do like your content. You got to find your audience. That's all this is. Okay. People don't like my content too. And all I share is business tips, motivation, and inspiration. And so when people like, you're not that excited, you're not that happy every day. So it happens to everybody. Somebody is going to find fault in every single thing. Okay. People can only hurt you if you let them. You are successful when you're walking your path, always learning, always growing. You're doing what you love. Okay. And so I wouldn't worry about those people. So yeah, I just send them to this party. So if someone's being mean or rude, here's what you can do. If someone's being mean or rude or whatever, or they're saying something that doesn't resonate with my brand, you can invite them to my party. Okay. So it's called the block party. And so whenever I see somebody, I say, oh, it looks like you want to be invited to my party. I'm going to go ahead and invite you to the party. Have fun. So when I see somebody on TikTok saying some racial things or just being nasty, I'm like, oh, they want to go to the party. And I just go block. And I invite them to the block party because that's where they want to go. So you got to find a creative way, a fun way that you can just, it rolls off the back of your shoulders. You're like, whatever, you're not my people. So yeah, stop being what they told you to be and start living your passions and following your dreams. And this is the thing about social media and content and branding. Don't just focus on yourself. When you focus on others, your life will take on a whole new meaning. And I started focusing on, I've been an entrepreneur for 18 years. I said, this is what I can do. I can focus on helping more people. I can focus on shortening your learning curve. I can tell you what not to do, so you can be successful faster on this online platform. I can tell you how to earn an extra $500, an extra $1,000. You want to earn a 6-figure income. And so you got to just make sure what you're putting out is for somebody else. That's all. You'll be fine. I promise you. There are 3 types of people. People who make things happen, people who watch on social media, watching to see what happened, and then people who say, well, what happened? I wonder what happened. AI missed it. Chat GPT, they missed it. They missed everything. They still just on Facebook. So there are 3 types of people. You choose which one you are. Was this good? Is this helpful? Yes. All right. So let's talk about this liquid collagen real fast. Yes, I take this liquid collagen. It helps my energy like right now. It gives me all the boosting that I need for the day. And so if you're anything like me, I didn't find out about this until a couple of months ago. So I'm not acting like I'm the genius and I know all these things. I'm a scientist. I am not. I'm a trainer. I am not. I'm not any of those things. However, I'm an avid learner and I like to share with people what I know. So what I know is we need to take better care of ourselves. And so if you want to know what's the difference in a BioCell collagen and the collagen supplements, that powder or whatever, one main thing is this is clinically studied, and the ingredients is different from any other. It has actually hyaluronized collagen type 1, 2, and 3 peptides. If you don't know what that means, let me break it down for you. Type 1 and 3 is used for strong hair, skin, and bones. Type 2 is actually for the aging of bones. Now, we're all going to age. We should have started taking collagen in our 20s. Nobody told us. Nobody told us. Okay. So put collagen in the chat so I can get you educated. If you put collagen or text me, go to my link tree. You can text the word collagen. The information is going to come to you. You can decide if it's something for you or not. The other thing that it has is chondroitin sulfate. Chondroitin sulfate, what that means is it helps keep your cartilage healthy by absorbing fluid, and it provides that building blocks for the body to produce new cartilage. And then it also have hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid basically is it reduces fine lines and wrinkles, pigmentation, any scarring that you might have. So we want to age gracefully. We want to feel good all the time. We want to still be able to do the TikToks and the dances, and you want to feel good doing it. Yes or yes? Okay. So my recommendation is start taking care of our bodies so we can be healthy and wealthy. So let me just tell you, write this down. Collagen accounts for 30% of your body's protein. Therefore, we need it. Now we start producing it in our 20s. So collagen synthetics continues to slow down by 1% every year until we reach menopause. So from 20 to menopause, it's slowing down 1% every year. So it's going down. It's going down. So we need to boost that collagen, right? So I take 2 tablespoons a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Now, these are 2 different formulas, but 1 in the morning, 1 at night, okay? So we have 5 different formulas, and yes, you can get it from me. Put collagen. She said, collagen. I've always wanted to educate people on what's important, and then once you get the information, you decide. Isn't that great? I'm not saying you're interested. I'm saying you need to know about it. And so this has the collagen H8 matrix in it. And so the technology behind it, the science behind it is plant-based, which I love, of course. And so you can't go wrong. We have 5 different formulas. One is for your immune system, which I just now started, got to get that one because you hear my voice is a little hoarse, probably because I've been talking every single day on TikTok for an hour, which is a long time. So, yes. And so once for your immune system, what I'm hearing about COVID is back. My son came home yesterday or the day before. It's like 3 of my friends were out of school. They have COVID. And I'm like, all right, we got to boost your immune system. So we have one for that. And it also have elderberry in it and zinc. So there we go. It also supports your respiratory system. And so then we have one that is what I love. It has resveratrol. Write this down. You're going to hear this word again after you hear me say it. Resveratrol. What that means, it reverses the signs of aging. So it's going to improve your joints, your bones, the aging process. And so I love that. And this is a bonus. Guess what? Because this patent matrix of collagen and hyaluronic acid together, these ingredients are known to be effective for weight loss. So that's a bonus. You about to lose some weight and you about to look good and feel good, girl. And then I use 2 of the 5. The other one I use is for the skin. It increases my skin's collagen content. And so I have very moist skin, it's hydrated, even skin tone. It improves your skin microcirculation, so the blood flow, your veins. And so I like that. We have one for sports, which you want muscle tone, your ligaments, all things like that, sports. And then we have one also, the last one is joint mobility and lubrication. And so all of them have type 1, 2, and 3 collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfates. We have the patent on this particular collagen. And so if you want to improve, let me tell you, if you want to improve your skin, your hair, your nails, your gut, your digestion, your joints, your bones, your connective tissues, strengthen your muscles, right? I'm going to tell you, you need to start taking some type of liquid collagen. Obviously, I recommend this one. This is the one I started using. And I'm like, I got to tell the peoples. And so I got to tell the pretty people what's going down. And so if you're curious, put collagen. I'm definitely not going to sell you something you don't know about. You'll be able to view a proven science video, the ingredients, all the things. And if I know your health goals, I can recommend which formula works best for you because you might not need one of the formulas, right? And so I'm going to recommend what you need. And then you get to tell me all your health goals. If you want to lose weight, if you have a problem with your gut, if your digestion isn't working right, as you get older, you start noticing things, right? And so you break your bones easily. And so you need your bones to be stronger. And so I'm strongly recommending go ahead and do something like this. It has so many other benefits like your blood circulation, right? It improves your veins. And so I work out, I don't lift weights. Okay. I don't lift weights or anything like that, but I do ride the bike. I at least 5 times out the week, 4 or 5 times out the week, I'm exercising. I drink a lot of water. And then I started this a couple of months back. Loved it. And then I take my shot in the morning. So how many of you guys take a shot of ginger, turmeric, lemon, and cucumbers? Oh my gosh. And so it's that ginger. Oh, it's so strong, but it's so good for you. And so if you don't do it, try it. I found this girl that she is a holistic coach. Her name is Sharice Williams. She's a holistic coach, and she just believes that food is medicine. And she has all of these great recipes, juices. I mean, she has a really good page. Her name is Sharice Williams. Find her, and she helps me out a lot. She helps me out a lot. So if you're that person, I would say try it. Turmeric, ginger, lemon, cucumbers. Blend it, drink it. Now, I actually drain the pulp. I don't like the pulp, so I strain it, and I just drink actually the actual juice. But some people drink it with the pulp. If you like the pulp, drink it. But I actually don't like the pulp, so I just drain it. And so what I'm going to do, I'm getting ready to order from Amazon the little shot glasses with the tops. So I'm going to order the shot glasses. I think they come in a set of 12. That way I'll have 12 days of shots and in the refrigerator already, because right now I kind of do it every day or every other day. I actually don't do it for the week. And that's kind of like, it's boring to keep doing it every day. I'm like, I wish I already made it. So yeah, I saw this girl order these really cute shot glasses with the top, not just the open ones, because I'm going to need to close it. So if this was helpful, yes, if you're on Facebook and you want the collagen, I see you, collagen, just get the info on the collagen. Obviously, I'm going to answer your questions about your health goals because I want my people to do better. I mean, so many people are taking advantage of becoming vegans. They're now